Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell. Go updates. Today's beer comes courtesy of you guys at NerdSense. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys check out NerdSense channel. I'll definitely link to them in the description, and hopefully I'll remember at the end of the video. It's another Spyglass beer. They rave about these guys. I had their a fruited sour from them, which was phenomenal. So I'm really excited to try something different. This is called Depth of Field. It's a triple IPA, 9.1% ABV. And they have the hops listed. They're saying it's a New England style triple IPA, triple dry hop with Comet, Citra, Cashmere, and Galaxy. Sign me up. I don't remember if they've reviewed this, actually. I've watched some of their Spyglass stuff. I cannot for the life of me remember this one, though. It's definitely orange. There's a little bit of a yellow-orange mix on the outside, but the center's dark orange. Teeny tiny bubbles. Actually, I think I have to say white. I don't think it's off-white. I think that's just a white head. Looks beautiful. I mean, definitely looks, in that, hazy New England style family. Yeah, looks great. Let's get into the aroma. That is leading pineapple for sure. I'm not surprised with Galaxy, but sure they're hops, but that's the main thing I'm getting. Then working with the pineapple is some sweet citrus. Surprise, surprise. And like a candied peach, perhaps. There's something. It's very tropical, but there's another fruit component that's sweet, but not making me think tropical. I think that's what it is. It smells really good. It might not be there's not 20 things going, which is fine. It's very sweet, ripe fruits, which is exactly what I want. Here's what I'm saying: the aroma is really good. Is it's easy to get. I'm not fighting to find the aroma. It's definitely above medium in terms of the average of beer aromas. Well done there. See how the taste. Cheers. That's tasty. Okay, so two things right off the bat before I start talking about what it tastes like. Good mouthfeel. New England style IPA is definitely one of the things I look for in this style. I want it to taste delicious, obviously, but when it has that nice creamy mouthfeel, I like that. So well done there. The alcohol, not on the taste, which is great. It is sub double digits, barely, but it is. But it's still pretty high ABV for what I think IPAs typically range. So yeah, they are calling it triple IPA, obviously. But even in that 9 to 10 range, it can start tasting boozy. This one does not, and I do not want that. So I'm really, between the mouthfeel and the lack of alcohol taste, very good. Let me do another sip, and then I'll talk about what I actually taste in the beer. The pineapple I got in the aroma, I was ready for it. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be big pineapple. I get that towards the finish, which is very pleasant and nice because I'm looking for it. And it's kind of a cool drinking experience. You smell the beer. First thing I mentioned was the pineapple, right? So I go in that first sip and I'm like, give me that pineapple. It's like, not up front. You got to wait for it. And then it does come. So it almost builds the suspense and then it pays off, So I'm glad it's there. Definitely get some of that citrus. It's definitely not citrusy bomb though. If you're someone who's burnt out on citrus and IPAs, I would not say avoid this beer. It is there, but it's not overly there. And it might be from the other hops that I don't drink as much. There are some things I'm having a hard time putting my finger on what those tastes are. They're all pleasant, which is amazing. I think you can tell from my demeanor, I'm really enjoying this beer a lot. you get a little bit of the grain bill, which is good and what I want in a beer. It's got a little bit of a bitter taste, so yep, I'm drinking an IPA, so I like that. What is I'm gonna do one more sip. I'm gonna challenge myself to identify one more of these things I'm having a hard time putting my finger on. Okay, actually, I got a couple things. I mentioned peach and the aroma. To me, it's more of like a not particularly sweet. This is gonna be very specific, and not particularly sweet candied apricot. Actually, almost maybe like a dried apricot, but not quite that sweet. But here's where I got some more interesting things. The citrus, that sip, when I was really focused and really trying to come up with some things I'm getting that are reminding me of other real things to use as descriptors. Lemon, little bit of grapefruit zest, little bit. More leading that lemon. I would use orange as the citrus main descriptor, but there is some lemon in there, and that I think is adding to how refreshing this beer is. This is a very well made beer for a style that I'm still hit or miss on, these triple IPAs. And I'm not just saying this because of the name of the channel, but like the Nerd Sense guys have hyped these guys up like crazy. The Spyglass Brewing Company have hyped them up so much, and the two beers I've had have been phenomenal from them. Like I get it, it's a smaller brewery by Mike, and he just stumbled upon it. Probably stumbled outside of it after a few pints, but I'm just joking. But sometimes these little breweries, they do their thing and it's, forgettable. And sometimes these little breweries are just knocking out the park, and these guys are 2 for 2 for me. I'm really enjoying their stuff and appreciate the Nerd Sense guys sending it. So again, make sure you check them out. Check me out, Instagram on tap. No hype beer reviews about those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.